My child, listen carefully because this is not a message you can overlook. This is about your daughter. She is facing something that she has not told you about. Something that has weighed on her heart and has made her cry in silence when no one was watching. My beloved one, heaven has been watching her tears fall like hidden drops upon the earth. Even though she tries to hide it behind her smile, even though she carries her strength like a shield to protect you from worry, her heart has been trembling, under a burden she does not have the words to explain. And I am here to tell you that nothing escapes the eyes of the one who loves you and her. Nothing that happens to your daughter is unseen by the hand of the Eternal. Tonight, a message has been sent to reach you, to open your eyes before it is too late. Because the cries of your child have risen into the heavens and heaven has answered. She has been walking through a valley she never told you about. And though she hides it well, the silence of her soul has been louder than any word she could ever speak. My child, this message is not for someone else. It is for you. It is for your ears alone. This is why it was brought to you in this hour. Because heaven will not allow you to stay blind to the truth any longer. Your daughter has been praying for a sign, and though her lips may not have formed the words, her soul has been screaming them into the skies. And I am here to tell you that this is that sign. There are things happening around her that you cannot see. There are words that have been spoken about her and actions taken against her spirit, not by strangers, but by those who pretend to be close. She has been misunderstood. She has been judged in silence. And there are nights where she has curled herself into the corner of her bed, holding her hands over her chest, asking why life has felt so heavy for her. My beloved one, you must understand your daughter is not lost, but she is weary. You must not overlook this because her tears are a language heaven understands, and heaven will not let her be alone. This is why you are reading this now, because I am pulling you closer to what you cannot ignore any longer. I am telling you this because I will not allow darkness to keep her hidden in her pain. I am sending this because she is yours and you are mine, and I will not watch her suffer while the one I chose to be her protector remains unaware. My child, I am showing you what has been concealed. Her laughter has been hiding sorrow. Her silence has been louder than her words. But tonight that silence is being broken because the heavens have issued a decree. There are 3 things you must know. First, she is not weak. She is not defeated. Though she feels as if the world has been pressing on her chest, she is stronger than she realizes. Second, she has been praying in her own way. Perhaps she has not folded her hands or spoken the words you are used to hearing. But in her heart, she has been reaching out to the one who made her. Third, her breakthrough is coming. But before it arrives, you must step into this moment with faith. Because this is not simply a message to comfort you. This is a call to action, a divine command that you rise in prayer for her. God says, my beloved child, I am not far from her and I am not far from you. I have heard the cries of your heart, the unspoken worry you carry for her when you watch her walk out of the room with a smile that you know doesn't fully reach her eyes. I am telling you now, she has not been abandoned. I have been with her when she has felt alone. I have walked with her in every quiet battle and I am the reason she has not been overcome. But now I am asking you to partner with me because the time has come for the things hidden to be revealed. There are whispers around her life and they are not all kind. There are voices that would rather see her falter than flourish. But I am silencing those voices one by one. You will see it happen. You will watch as I remove the hands that have tried to hold her back. You will see people who once smiled in her face begin to fade from her life because I am cleansing her path. Do not be afraid when this happens. Do not question it. This is not loss. This is deliverance. Your daughter has a destiny far greater than what she has faced. The enemy has tried to make her believe that her worth is small. But I have written her value in the skies. I have stamped her name upon the winds of purpose. There are doors waiting for her that no man can shut. But first, the chains must be broken. That is why you are here reading these words. This is not just about knowing. This is about interceding, about rising up and covering her in the shield of prayer. Because the moment you begin, things will shift. My child, there was a night recently where she almost gave up. She sat with her hands trembling and her heart heavy. She told herself she couldn't keep going. And though no one was there to see it, I was. I stood beside her. I placed my hand over her heart and whispered strength into her soul. I would not let her fall because I have promised you that I would keep her. And now I am asking you to join me in this keeping. Do not delay. Do not scroll past this and tell yourself you will pray later. Later is too far away. This is the moment. Speak her name out loud and declare that she is protected. Declare that her mind is free from fear. Declare that her spirit will not be broken. Speak over her what I have spoken over her. That she is chosen. She is loved. She is safe and she will rise. This is not a coincidence. You were meant to read this. Your daughter's name is written in this message, even if it is not spelled out in letters. Heaven has placed her here before you because you are the one I chose to lift her. You are the one I trusted to stand in the gap for her. And because of that, you will not fail her. Tonight I am dispatching angels around her. I am commanding peace to enter her room. Even as you read these words, my power is surrounding her, quieting the storm that has been raging in her heart. You may not see it yet, but you will. You will notice her laughter becoming real again. You will see her shoulders straighten. You will hear her speak words of hope that she has not spoken in a long time. That is how you will know I have done it. But for now, I need you to hold this truth. She is not alone. She never has been. You have worried, but you have not failed. You have prayed and your prayers are working. Even the prayers you whispered years ago, the ones you thought were forgotten, they are blooming now like seeds planted long ago. My child, lean into this moment. Cover her name in faith. Speak over her life until you feel heaven echoing back. And when you do, watch what I will do for your daughter. The night is almost over. Her dawn is coming. You will see it with your own eyes. My beloved child, listen closely, for this is not a coincidence. This is about your daughter. This is the moment when heaven bends low to speak to you because the weight in your heart has been heard and every tear you tried to hide has been counted. You thought no one saw it. You believed no one understood the silent prayers you whispered at night for her. Those quiet, trembling words you could not even say aloud. But today heaven is speaking. This message is for you. And it is not by chance that you are here reading this. There is a reason this has found you. Because your daughter has been surrounded by an unseen battle of the Spirit and God Himself has decided that it is time to intervene. You have worried for her so deeply that sometimes it aches even to breathe. You see her smile, but behind her smile you sense the weight she hides. You see her laughter, but your soul feels the unspoken pain. You have watched her struggle in silence and yet you have prayed, God, please take care of my child. And heaven has heard you. In the quiet hours when you sat awake while the world slept. When you felt helpless, a hand from above was already stretched toward her, holding her, covering her, protecting her from what you cannot see. This is not only a message of comfort, this is an urgent call of hope. Your daughter has been walking through something tremendous, more than you know, deeper than she lets on. But this is not her ending. No, this is the place where God Himself will step in and rewrite her story. Your tears are the ink of a prayer that heaven has already answered. You thought you prayed alone, but you did not. Even when you felt she was too far gone or too hurt, angels surrounded her. Every time you cried for her, every time you whispered her name before God, the heavens shook with attention. Nothing you prayed was wasted. There have been people who misunderstood her, who judged her without knowing the full story, who spoke about her as if her mistakes or her struggles defined her. But they do not. Heaven does not call her by her flaws. Heaven calls her by her future. There is a greater plan over her life that not even her current season can erase. And even now, though it may seem dark for her, there is light about to break forth in ways you cannot yet see. My child, do not be afraid for her. You are safe. She is safe. God will be with you. Rest assured, Nothing will go wrong with you and nothing will destroy the destiny that has been spoken over your daughter. You must only trust God and pray to Him, for He has never once abandoned either of you. Do you know why you have been restless lately? Because your spirit has been sensing the shift. Something is moving. The very things that once seemed impossible are beginning to align in silence. You may not see it, but heaven has been working in hidden places. Your daughter has been walking through a valley, but even there she has not been alone. Even in the moments she felt like giving up, there was a hand holding her steady. She has been closer to grace than she realizes, and that grace is about to pull her into a season of healing and restoration that will leave you in awe. There was a night not long ago when she cried in a place no one could hear her. She felt like no one would understand. But heaven heard it. And as she wept, the angels surrounded her like a shield. God whispered over her spirit, "You will not break. You will rise." And now, my beloved, that moment is coming. You will witness it with your own eyes. You have been questioning, when will things change? When will she be okay? When will I see her smile from a place of true peace? And heaven answers you now. Soon. Sooner than you expect. There are chains falling even as you read this. There are burdens lifting from her shoulders. There are unseen hands guiding her back into the light. Even her mistakes, even the detours are being rewritten into a testimony that will glorify God. Do not doubt what He can do. He has walked your daughter through fires she never told you about, and yet she is still here. That alone is proof that He has a plan for her. There were times the enemy wanted to convince her that she was unloved, forgotten, or unworthy. But God has called her His. That is why she will not be lost. And you, oh you who pray for her, do you know how powerful your prayers have been? They have been a shield. Every time you spoke her name before God, it was like placing her in His hands. That is why she is still standing. That is why she will overcome. Very soon you will see signs. Her laughter will sound different. Her words will carry hope again. Her eyes will shine with a light that has been hidden for too long. You will hold her and feel the weight of fear leave your heart, because you will know God has done it. For now, keep praying. Keep believing. Even if it looks slow, trust the unseen. Your faith is not wasted. Heaven has already declared her breakthrough. Your daughter is about to rise, not just for herself, but for everyone who ever doubted what God could do in her. She will become a living testimony. And as you wait, be at peace. God will be with you. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. She is safe. Trust Him and pray to Him. He is holding both of you so tightly that nothing, not fear, not worry, not circumstance can tear you from His hand. This message is not a coincidence. This is heaven's confirmation. Your daughter will make it. You will see her smile again. You will see her stronger than she has ever been. And one day soon you will look back at this moment and realize it was always God working in the silence, answering every prayer you thought had gone unheard. If you believe in God, type Amen. Resting spiritually. Even when your body sleeps, your heart is battling. You dream but don't feel rested. You wake but feel no freshness. That is not laziness. That is spiritual fatigue. And it's dangerous if ignored. Because when the spirit is tired, the body begins to absorb that exhaustion. You felt it. Days when you feel like you've done nothing but are exhausted, that is your sign. Michael says, the enemy has been trying to delay their healing by making them delay prayer. Every time you said, "I'll pray later," a small piece of divine protection weakened. You didn't lose God's love. You never will. But your shield got thinner because prayer is not just talking to God. It's reinforcing your armor. And now it's time to rebuild it. There is something specific God has been nudging you to stop eating or maybe drinking, and you've been ignoring that inner voice. You felt a gentle push to give it up. That's not your imagination. That was an angelic instruction. The food or drink isn't sinful, but for your body in this season, it's becoming a doorway to imbalance. Michael says they must obey that instruction immediately. If you know what it is, act on it now. If you're unsure, fast in prayer for one day and the answer will come clearly. But don't delay. 3 days ago, something passed by you. Maybe in the street, maybe in a dream, maybe on social media, you saw something that made your heart beat strangely. You dismissed it, but that was your divine alert. Something is approaching you silently, but heaven is louder. God says the doctor will not see what I see. But if you trust me, I will heal what even science cannot name. There is a hidden condition not yet diagnosed. But it's already being uprooted by the Spirit. You don't need to panic. You are not dying. But you need to partner with heaven right now. This message is your confirmation. Divine healing has already begun. Michael is on his knees, not because he's weak, but because he's begging you with all the strength of an eternal warrior. Don't close this message without praying. Don't let this just be interesting words. This is a matter of spiritual life support. He is holding something, a scroll, and it has your name on it. It reads, "They were scheduled for something painful in 7 days, but God's mercy canceled it." You were supposed to receive a shocking medical event, a sudden fainting, a strange fever, a random collapse, something no one would expect. But God canceled it before it reached your doorstep. This message is the evidence, the cancellation notice, the testimony of what could have happened if God didn't intervene. God says, you have an ancestor in heaven who prayed for your healing even before you were born. That prayer is still active. It's being reactivated now. Someone who loved you long gone saw this day coming. Their tears are still echoing in God's throne room. You are walking in the strength of generations. But the enemy knows this. That's why he's trying to wear your health down quietly, not with drama, with slow fatigue, silent issues, a little sugar imbalance, slight blood pressure shift, a minor infection, but heaven says, no more silent attacks. Archangel Michael is now positioned over your bed, over your food, over your breath. Do you remember the moment you felt something unusual in your chest but ignored it? That was the first attempt. Michael stopped it. Do you remember when your eyes felt heavy and you blamed the screen? That was a spiritual weight pressing on your vision, meant to dull your spiritual sight. Raphael wiped it. Do you remember the night you couldn't sleep and your heart beat strangely, but no doctor could explain it? That was a demonic echo bouncing near your aura. Gabriel silenced it. Yes, Gabriel is the third angel. He hasn't spoken yet, but he has shown a vision. You standing in front of a mirror, looking at yourself, finally understanding that your body is not just flesh. It is a prophecy. Your body is carrying a promise, a purpose. And your healing is not just for comfort. It is for divine fulfillment. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. God says, I gave them a calling and sickness will not delay it. But you must act. You must treat your body as sacred. Not just because of health, but because of prophecy. Something is being birthed through you. An assignment. And your physical strength is required to carry it. There is someone you trust who keeps joking about illness. They joke, don't get old, or we're all falling apart. Their words are planting spiritual weeds. You must not absorb those statements. They may mean well, but their words are seeds. Uproot them in prayer. Declare daily, my body is strong. My cells obey the voice of God. I walk in divine health. I live and I thrive. Michael says if they repeat this for 21 days, their health trajectory will change permanently. There will be a divine test in the next 72 hours. You will feel an old symptom try to return. But it will be a lie, a test. You must speak to it. Literally say, you are not welcome. I am already healed. You are a shadow with no power. Say it aloud. Don't think it, declare it. The angels respond to your words. There is a room in your house that holds stagnant energy. A corner where light rarely reaches. Something spiritual is hiding there. A memory, an object, a gift from someone who left bitterness. You must clean that space physically and spiritually. Anoint it with prayer. Speak life into that area. Something invisible has been dwelling there affecting your sleep and breath. God says your healing is not far. It is now, not next month. Not when you can afford a retreat. Not when the diagnosis is official. Now, the healing began when you opened this message. Every sentence you read is medicine. Every word is a sword cutting away what was not planted by God. Heaven is watching your response. This is your test. Will you act, or will you let it be another forgotten message? If you pray within 30 minutes of finishing this message, a divine shift will happen in your bloodstream, a cleansing, a renewal, and you will feel it. Tingling, warmth, clarity. You were not supposed to read this today, but heaven rearranged your timeline to make this appear because you matter. Your body matters. Your life matters. Michael is still speaking. Tell them. Tell them I never left their side. Not when they were in pain. Not when they cried alone. Not when they gave up on themselves. I stayed. I watched. I protected, even when they ignored me. I stayed because they are marked, chosen, loved. God says you are healed. But you must walk like it, talk like it, think like it, eat like it, sleep like it, and pray like it. Let this message stay with you forever. And when you feel tired again, read it out loud. Speak life into your body. The angels are listening. The healing is already happening. Amen. God says, Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now. This is very important. Do not ignore this. 3 angels have been trying to warn you, but you have not listened. They stood near your bed last night, hoping your soul would hear them even as your body slept. One of them cried. Another trembled. The third covered their eyes because what they were told to show you was terrifying. Not because you are being punished, but because you are loved so much that heaven cannot bear to stay silent anymore. This is about your health, and your health is the battlefield where an invisible war has already begun. Michael says, your body is the temple of divine purpose, but someone tried to damage this temple without your knowledge. Something was done to you when you were unaware, asleep, distracted, or perhaps even betrayed. You have felt the warning signs. But every time you tried to explain them to others, they called it stress, overthinking, or even imagination. But God says they were wrong. And Michael confirms it now. The signs you ignored, your sudden tiredness, that sharp pain that comes and goes without explanation, that strange sensation in your chest, that weakness in your limbs, that shortness of breath, the dizziness when you stand, the ringing in your ears. None of this is random. These were divine alarms. And now God is sounding the loudest alarm of all. You need to know someone has knowingly cursed your health. Not by chanting spells in the dark. Not by calling demons, but by something far more subtle. They fed you words soaked in poison. They sent envy into your energy field. They gossiped about your body behind your back. They declared with their tongue that you don't look well, not out of care, but out of secret hatred. Words like that go into the spirit like knives. And Michael saw every single one being thrown at you. Michael says, one of them said, she doesn't deserve that healthy body. And another said, he thinks he's strong. Watch him fall. That was not just speech. It was an intention. And the spirit realm is highly sensitive to intention. God is furious. Not because they attacked you, but because you didn't see it coming. Because you kept trusting them. You even laughed with them. You even ate with them. You even prayed with them. And they were the ones silently speaking curses into your cells. This is why your body has started to rebel. Not because it is weak, but because it is absorbing too much spiritual toxicity. You are spiritually inflamed. Archangel Raphael tried to heal you last week, but your surroundings are interfering. The room you sleep in has absorbed energies from someone who visited you, with a fake smile. They left an energetic footprint of harm. Michael says it is still lingering in the northwest corner of your room. He begs you to cleanse it immediately. Use prayer. Use salt. Use incense. But do not delay. Every moment you wait, your body takes the impact. God says there is something hidden in your kitchen that is not good for you. It could be an ingredient, a bottle, a package you received, something that someone touched with bad intention. Michael says, check all gifts, especially those that were left behind without you asking. There is a toxin nearby. God says this is not to scare you. This is to awaken you. Because if you do not act within the next 14 days, a health crisis could occur that will confuse even the doctors. And by the time they find the cause, it may be too late. But if you listen now, Michael will protect you. If you listen now, God will reverse the damage. If you listen now, your body will begin a supernatural restoration process, but it must start today. Michael says your left side of the body, especially around your chest and stomach, is holding the pain. There is something pressing from the inside. It is not always physical. Sometimes it is a grief you never cried out, an emotion you buried because you didn't want to be weak, a betrayal that made you silent. But that silence created a spiritual bruise, and it's now affecting your heart's rhythm and your gut's clarity. God says drink more water, but not just physically, spiritually too, which means cleansing your emotional system. Cry if you must, scream in your prayers. Confess your anger. Let your soul sweat because your soul is holding toxins your blood cannot process. Michael says someone once touched your hand and something transferred. He's not saying this to scare you, but to inform you that physical contact carries energetic codes. Some people are walking vessels of envy. They don't need to speak to curse you. They only need to touch your shoulder, your hand, or your face. Michael saw someone do this to you in the past 6 months. A hug that felt forced. A hand that lingered too long. A glance that made you uncomfortable. That person does not belong in your life anymore. They are spiritually incompatible with your healing. God says He created your body as a miracle, and what you're going through now was not part of His design. It's the enemy trying to sabotage your journey. But God is reclaiming it. Michael says your healing will begin in the blood. But you must spiritually align with this healing. That means separating from people who drain your light. That means blessing your water before you drink it. That means praying over your food. That means placing your hand over your heart and saying, "This heart belongs to God. No evil can touch it." Michael says, an incident happened 3 nights ago, possibly in your dream or in your sleep, where your spirit was shown something, but you forgot it upon waking. That was not an accident. The enemy tried to erase your memory of that warning. But now Michael is restoring it. That moment when you woke up confused or scared. That was your spirit remembering a spiritual attack. God says He will now assign 3 healing angels to surround your bed as you sleep for the next 7 nights. But you must welcome them. Speak out loud before sleeping. Angels of healing, I welcome you into this room. Guard me, protect my breath, and cleanse my body. Michael says, you've been carrying a fatigue that doesn't match your lifestyle. That's because your energy has been leaking. Someone placed a spiritual drain over you. But the moment you open this message and believe in it, the drain begins to seal. Your body will begin to recover. But your belief is the activation key. God says a woman who once offered you help actually took something from you spiritually. Michael won't reveal her name yet, but her eyes were always watching your body. She made a comment about your looks once. Remember that moment? That was the moment the transfer happened. She wanted what you had. Not out of admiration, but out of theft. Michael says, you are not cursed. You are chosen. And because you are chosen, you are attacked. But heaven will never abandon a chosen one. Right now, a scroll is being opened in the spirit realm. Your name is on it. And it reads, healer must be healed. Light bearer must not go dark. God is commanding now, eat more from the earth. Return to fruits and grains. Fast for 1 day if your body allows. Listen to worship music and avoid conversations that carry the energy of death, gossip, fear, or competition. Michael says, you must touch your own body with love. Place your hands where it hurts and say, God lives here. Because your body is listening. Every cell has a memory. If you curse your body by saying, I'm tired. I'm weak. I'm broken. The cells obey. But if you say, I am healing. I am light. I am strong through Christ, the body rewires itself. God says someone is watching your journey and secretly hoping you fail, especially in health. But God will use this moment to shock them because instead of collapsing, you are about to rise. Michael says, your enemies expect you to be hospitalized. But soon you will run again. You will laugh again. You will glow again. Michael saw a miracle scheduled for you, but it was almost blocked because of your disbelief. But now, by reading this far, you've activated it again. Your healing is not far. It is 1 breath away. The Holy Spirit is even now beginning to breathe over your lungs, purifying the air around you. God says, be cautious of pills, injections, or advice that you feel uneasy about. Pray over every decision. Seek second opinions because there is someone in authority who may not have your highest good in mind. Not every white coat is guided by the light. Michael warns, avoid arguments in the coming days, especially with someone who raises your blood pressure. That argument is a trap. It is designed to spike your stress and make your body vulnerable again. Stay calm. Walk away. Choose peace over proving your point. God says healing will not be instant, but it will be undeniable. Every day you wake up and choose to believe, another layer of restoration will unfold. Your hair will feel stronger. Your skin will glow again. Your appetite will return to balance. Your sleep will deepen. Your dreams will become messages again. Michael says, write down your symptoms. Pray over the list, then burn it as a symbol of surrender. Tell God, this list does not own me. You do. That act will cause angels to descend with instructions for yourselves. God says you are not alone. You were never alone. Heaven has been weeping, waiting, hoping that you would listen. And now that you have, everything begins to change. You are safe. You are being healed. You are under divine protection now. Michael is standing at your door. He is not knocking. He is already inside. And he will not leave until your healing is complete. This is your moment. Say yes to the divine. Say yes to your healing. Say yes to life. God says, you shall not die, but live and declare the works of the Lord. This is not the end. This is your awakening. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now. This message is not something you can postpone or ignore. This is not a coincidence. Heaven is speaking to you directly, urgently because the matter before you is sacred. It is about your life. It is about your body. It is about the temple that holds your spirit. 3 angels have been dispatched. Gabriel, Raphael, and Michael himself. Because something must be revealed to you now before it's too late. This is about your health. This is about the unseen condition that heaven has noticed but you may have overlooked. Something is shifting in your body. Something you must not ignore. But there is also hope. There is protection. There is restoration. This message is your divine prescription. You are not alone in your pain. God has watched you suffer quietly in silence, even pretending to be okay. You've pushed through the symptoms. You've denied the fatigue. You've convinced yourself it's nothing serious. But God says, child, you must listen now. Your body has been crying out. Your heart has been sending signals. Your spirit has whispered for help. You have felt it at night. The fear that something is wrong. The way your body feels different. That was not your imagination. That was a message, that was divine intuition alerting you that it's time to pause and listen. You've done so much for others, carried so many burdens, ignored your own needs to help everyone else, but now God says it's time to care for yourself. Because if you collapse, who will carry you? Archangel Raphael, the divine healer, is standing over you. His hands are glowing with light. He has been trying to get your attention. He has nudged you during your sleep, trying to get you to wake up. He has whispered to your subconscious, urging you to rest, to slow down, to check your health, to go deeper into the truth of what your body is holding. You may have felt strange dreams, subtle pains, or spiritual discomfort lately. That is the message. That is the warning. Something inside your physical body is being triggered. Maybe by stress, maybe by old grief, maybe by something unhealed from the past. This is not a message of fear. This is a message of hope. God sent this to heal you, not to scare you, but to save you. You are not going to die, you are not cursed. You are not beyond help. But you are at a turning point right now. As you read this, your cells are listening. Your body is listening. The angels are standing guard around you. And Archangel Michael has drawn his sword, not to attack, but to slice away the chains that have kept you tied to physical suffering. Chains of guilt, chains of worry, chains of fatigue, chains of emotional trauma that have embedded themselves in your organs, in your bones, in your heart. This is the moment God wants to remove all of it. But you must say yes. You must open your spirit fully. You must believe it is not too late. God says, I see what you've hidden. I see the pain you've ignored. I see the symptoms you pretend aren't there. The headaches, the stomach unrest, the strange tightness in your chest when anxiety comes in waves. The heaviness in your body when you get up in the morning. The rapid heartbeat when you're trying to rest. The weight gain or weight loss that makes no sense. The way your skin reacts, the dryness in your mouth. The way your hands shake sometimes. The blood that's tired. The organs that are inflamed. God sees it all. And He's not angry. He is ready to bring you into divine healing. He has already prepared a miracle. But first, you must hear the warning and take it seriously. Archangel Michael says, 3 angels have stood at your bedside at night. They are not ghosts. They are not dreams. They are divine messengers who came to guard you while you slept. You may have felt pressure on your chest. Or a presence in the room. That was them. You may have woken up suddenly and didn't know why. That was a tap from heaven. The angels were trying to wake you up to your own truth. They are not here to punish you. They are here to restore you. But you must not wait any longer. Ignoring the signs is dangerous now. Heaven is sounding an alarm. You are on the edge of a very important timeline. One direction leads to healing. The other leads to slow suffering, but the choice is now yours. Go see the doctor if you've been delaying it. Go get that test. Drink more water. Change the food you're putting into your body. Rest more deeply. Take supplements that support your immunity. Speak life into your body every day. Stop speaking curses over yourself. Your words are powerful. Every time you say, "I'm so tired," your body hears it. Every time you say, "I'm sick of this," your cells respond. Speak healing now. Say, "I am strong. I am recovering. My body is a miracle." Heaven will echo it, angels will align with it. God says your healing will not look like the world's healing. The doctors may not understand it. The tests may say one thing, but heaven says another. Some of you will be healed through divine touch. Others will be guided step by step through earthly medicine and angelic wisdom. But no matter how it happens, the root of it is always spiritual. Every ailment has a spiritual origin. God is cutting the root now. The root of fear, the root of inherited illness. The root of neglect, the root of emotional wounds that never healed and became disease. You are being freed. You are being renewed. The blood of Jesus is circulating through your spirit and flowing into your physical body. It is cleansing your organs. It is restoring the memory of divine wholeness to every cell. Archangel Michael says, "Do not be afraid." God is not punishing you. He is pulling you out of the danger that you did not even see. You may have been close to a major health crisis, but it has been averted, because you chose to open this message. You are not the same person who ignored the signs before. Now you are awake. Now you are aligned. Now you are protected. Drink deeply of the Spirit. Spend more time in stillness. Stop running from yourself. Turn off the noise. Sleep earlier. Let go of the toxic connections. Say no to what drains you. You have permission now to protect your health at all costs. God says your purpose is too big for you to be buried in sickness. The enemy has tried to attack your body, to stop your mission. That fatigue was not just physical. It was spiritual warfare. That pain was not just medical. It was a spiritual wound crying out. But now you are covered. Now you are wrapped in the wings of healing. You are going to feel different after today. The heaviness will begin to lift. Your heartbeat will steady. Your mind will slow down. Your rest will be deeper. You will crave what nourishes you. You will lose desire for what poisons you. Your energy will return. Your skin will glow. Your sleep will heal you. Your digestion will stabilize. Your blood pressure will normalize. Your joints will release the inflammation. Your breath will feel holy again. Your bones will strengthen. And your spirit will lead your body into victory. This message was timed perfectly. Had you missed this, something in your body could have broken down suddenly. But because you opened this, heaven intervened. Because you said yes, a divine hand touched your chest, touched your stomach, touched your blood, and began a new order. The inflammation is reversing. The cells are renewing. The heart is calming. The brain fog is clearing. The immune system is rebooting. You may not see it all at once, but you will feel it in moments. There will be signs, unexpected energy, unexpected peace, sudden sleepiness after this message. That's your body resetting. Do not resist it. Let your body obey the spirit. You must remember this moment. This